Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another exciting edition of J-Man's Video Productions. Today we're going to be talking about as you can see here already, probably already reading this, a nerdy little debate discussion, very nerdy, very geeky, but it's about comic books and superheroes. Obviously, you've read it by now. Who would win in a fight, Hulk or Wolverine? Well, that's not really the question that I would like to ask or propose. The question that I would like to propose is, can Wolverine actually kill the Incredible Hulk? Okay? Now, this has been debated time and time again, back and forth, online, all over the place. Alright? Now, before I give you my opinion, I would like to present to you all sorts of arguments and scenarios, situations where where Wolverine might be able to kill Hulk, or where Hulk might be able to survive, or that evidence stating that the Hulk would survive anything Wolverine can offer, and vice versa. But just to show you, the results on this poll so far is that a whopping 52%, which is 26 votes, say that the Hulk would win in a fight. So that's only 2 more votes than Wolverine. So very close there. But I say in a fight, if it came down to a fight that was a fair fight, Hulk would definitely win. But we're not talking about a fight. We're talking about, can Wolverine possibly kill the Hulk? Alright? Now, people are talking about how the Hulk now has a healing factor that is equal to or greater than Wolverine. I find this to be ridiculous. The Hulk is already so powerful, he doesn't need a healing factor. He doesn't deserve a healing factor. You know, if you're going to give him a healing factor, you might as well make him completely invincible. But the next thing you know, Hulk will be able to fly. But if you're going to give him a healing factor, give him, he can heal minor wounds. Make it so that he can heal minor wounds. But major injuries, no, that would hurt him really, really bad. But no, I don't think that's the case at all. Marvel has to always outdo themselves, make their title characters extremely powerful or completely invincible. And now the Hulk somehow, I don't know how it happened, but he has a healing factor. Alright. So we're going to ignore that for now. We're going to say that the Hulk, as people just generally understand his character, he does not have a healing factor, okay? Because the Hulk from a couple years ago didn't have a healing factor. So we're going with that Hulk. We're talking about that particular Hulk from that time period. Alright? Can he be killed by Wolverine? Is what I want to know. What I want you to tell me what you think. Because I already have my opinion, and I will let you know what my opinion is a little later. But let's look into this. Okay. There was a comic book series by Marvel called Ultimate Wolverine vs. the Hulk. Okay? In this debut issue, it showed on the front page, not the front page, but the first page, Hulk ripped Wolverine in half. That's right. He pulled him apart, broke his spine, threw his legs a couple miles from him, and left him there to die. Wolverine is laying there, the upper half of his body, with his spine hanging out, bleeding profusely, almost unconscious. The Hulk was the Hulk was talking about eating his legs, but instead he just threw him. So Wolverine is left there pretty much to die, but Wolverine can heal himself. Okay. Before I get into that, the question is, how was Hulk able to rip apart Wolverine? How was he able to break his spine when his spine, if you know anything about Wolverine, his bones are laced with adamantium? What is adamantium? It's the hardest substance in the world, supposedly, in the Marvel universe. There are other lesser known metals that are a little bit stronger, which is debatable, but adamantium is like pretty much unbreakable. Okay? Now, so having said that, even though the Hulk is infinitely strong and his potential for strength is limitless, how is he able to break Wolverine's spine? I have researched this, and I have come to the conclusion, as I have read, based on research, that Wolverine's spine is not really adamantium per se. It's not like coated in adamantium. The adamantium is filled into the pores of his bone, meaning that the liquid adamantium sinked into the holes in his bones and bonded there, thus reinforcing the strength of his bones, the endurance of his bones, and his overall durability. Okay, so how did the Hulk break his spine? Well, when the Hulk applied all that pressure and strength, he was able to break the weakest parts of the bone. The weakest parts of the bone itself, that weren't laced with adamantium, shattered. Okay, so that's how it happened. Now, Wolverine is laying in half. He's lost his lower part of his body. How is he able to heal from that? He doesn't. Okay, he can't heal that way. He can't just regrow 50% of his body. But he doesn't bleed to death, or he might have bled to death, who knows. But the government saves him, S.H.I.E.L.D. is able to save him, and fuse his body back together. They find the lower half of his body and put it back together. Alright? Pretty amazing, but yeah. So, having said that, if the Hulk can do that to Wolverine, he can do pretty much anything to Wolverine. He can crush his skull, anything like that. Alright, so that's not really fair. That's not exactly a fair fight. Wolverine is at a complete disadvantage. So the Hulk would have to be at a weakness, alright, in order for Wolverine to be able to kill him. Either Wolverine, the only way I propose that he would be able to do it is if Wolverine would be able to sneak attack him, or if Hulk were unconscious, immobilized, something to that effect. Now that is where the argument begins. Okay, and I will do more videos in the future, follow up to this one, showing people's arguments and their basically their evidence as to why or why not Hulk can be killed or cannot be killed by Wolverine. And yeah, we're going to get into it. We're really going to get into this debate, and I want to hear from you exactly what you think, because I've already determined my my conclusion to this topic. But feel free to take a guess at what I have to say. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the follow-up video, which will be out shortly. And I'll talk to you later.